Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Astros, and today I'm recapping Game 4 of the regular season. Astros beat the Mariners 8-5. Uh, Bielak gets the win. Astros again won 8-5. Good win. The offense finally woke up. We started to see the Astros from last season again. It was really reassuring, especially after yesterday's shaky game. And I want to correct something that I said yesterday. I said that Verlander was out for the season, likely with requiring Tommy John surgery. That was incorrect. That was a somewhat false report. He is injured, and he will miss a few weeks, looking like 5 to 6, which is not great. But he will be back in time for the playoffs, hopefully, which is a whole lot better than being out for the season and then some if he required Tommy John surgery. So I'm sorry about that incorrection. I wanted to correct that, and I'm not trying to make an excuse for myself, but I wanted to get that out quickly. And yeah, that ended up costing me because it was incorrect. I'm happy it was incorrect. I'm very happy about that, but it was incorrect. So tonight, Josh James got the start, and he looked good in those first 2 innings. 5 strikeouts. He looked really good to start with, and then it just kind of went downhill. In the first 3 innings, he gave up 8 base runners. I believe it was 5 walks, 3 hits, and I will say this about him. He got some real ticky-tack calls. Like, they were so borderline, and they just all went against him. So I'm not sure if we can hold this game against him, because there were a lot of just really close on that line balls that were just, they were called balls. They weren't called strikes, and I think that cost him in the end. The 3 straight walks to load the bases, it certainly did. So first 2 innings looked great. 3rd inning looked not great. Now, who came in the 3rd inning, or after the 3rd inning, to save the Astros game, Bielak. I mean, he looked great. He looked absolutely fantastic. 4 strikeouts, only the 1 run given up. Gosh, I can't say enough good things about him. He looked great. I mean, and especially with the departure of Justin Verlander now, this could be huge, having him maybe come in as that starter to maybe take up some of the innings, or maybe not even a starter, but just a good bullpen arm to soak up some innings. He's looked great. The Astros have had a few pitchers come in so far that have made their debuts, and I know it's the Mariners, but they've looked really solid. He looked good. Blake Taylor the other day in the past couple days has looked really good. Paredes, I'm probably butchering that. Paredes, I'm going to go with, has looked great. The Astros have been able to get some really good quality innings out of these rookies who are just making their debuts right now, and I'm really happy about that. I mean, they've looked good. I'm gonna say right now it's Blake Taylor and now Bielak for the best rookie pitcher for the Astros so far, but they've looked really good, and I'm really happy about that. Again, 4 strikeouts, I believe 3 1/3 innings, looked good, kept us at the game. Cy Snead came in after Paredes, pitched a clean inning, didn't give up any runs, so that was good. Asuna came in, eventually got the win. I believe he struck out a batter. So, good game overall for the pitching. I know 5 runs doesn't really indicate that, but given that 3rd inning, I'm amazed they only scored 5 runs. And then the Astros blew up in the 3rd inning, 4 runs. The Astros offense woke up tonight, and I've been waiting for them to wake up. And I know you might say, well, Weston, they scored 8 runs in the first game. Why are you saying they woke up tonight? They woke up tonight because our main contributors woke up. Brantley woke up. Bregman woke up. Altuve woke up. Altuve with his first home run of the decade. Bregman with a moonshot to start the decade off right. And I'm going to say this. I was writing down a note about Altuve's double to get the scoring started. And boy, when Bregman cracked that ball, that was one of the loudest home runs I've ever heard. Like, I just heard that snap and just started screaming. That was loud. That was unbelievably loud. So yeah, Bregman also, that was his 100th home run of his career. So congratulations to A-Breg. 100th home run of the career. Hopefully hopefully not the first 100th milestone he'll hit with the Astros, if you get what I mean. Of course you get what I mean, I'm saying it outright. Garneau also picked up right where Maldonado left off offensively for our catcher. I believe our catchers are hitting 475 or 500 this year. It's kind of unbelievable. He hit triple, scored a run, first triple of his career, which I think is pretty cool. Garneau looked pretty good. I believe he also walked, so that was good. Reddick had a nice RBI. Brantley, like I said, had an RBI. I know I've said it, the offense woke up, and I'm so happy to see our core contributors contributing again. But on that note, Springer's looked off. I don't know if he has an injury. Like, I know the other night he crashed into the wall, but he hit a home run after that. But outside of that home run, Springer he struck out a lot. And I know he's walked a few times, but I'm a little bit concerned about Springer. Now, if you want to see a positive in this, and it's kind of not a nice thing to say, I understand that going into it, but if you want to see a positive in Springer so far looking kind of off, it's that his price could be a little bit lower going into the offseason since this is a contract year for him. And maybe if he doesn't really get heating up and kind of keeps maybe having an off year, the Astros could bring him back and not have to break the cap to get him back, which I love Springer, and I think he's just having a rough start. So I hope we bring him back, and I think he's probably the second best center fielder in the league. So I'm hoping that this is just a little sputtery start and gets going, but at the same time, if he doesn't, that could drive down his value a little bit come free agency time and could allow the Astros, hopefully, to get him back and lock him up for a bit of a long-term deal. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. Framber Valdez gets the start tomorrow against Buehler against the Dodgers. So, yeah, I hope you had a great day. Thank you very much for watching, and go Stros.